Here's Justin. Justin, you're on Run of Fez.
What up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Fezzie, how big of a puss are you that you lock yourself in the bathroom when you hear a noise?
Fez is a person who, a little bit on the paranoia side, aren't you,
I'm
Fez?
antsy, yeah.
Would you do like a normal person and just grab a bat and check around the house, see what's going on?
Let me tell you something. One time, it's a true story. We were on the road, and my phone rings in the middle of the night, like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I answer it. It's Fez. He screams, the lights went off in the hotel.
Which they did.
And I'm going...
It wasn't just a bad dream this time.
So I'm going, yeah, okay, just go back to sleep. This is a good thing if the lights go out. You can't sleep with the lights out?
No, I have to have a light on to sleep. And what was weird was I was asleep, and it was the pitch blackness that woke me up.
So you're
like it was cymbals in my ear.
So no matter where you sleep, even in your own home, you're afraid of the dark?
Yeah, I always keep a light on.
You had to have been touched as a kid. I don't know.
At night?
Yeah.
Into the night.
I mean, you must have been, as soon as you drifted off, somebody came in your room and put a thumb in you. Because there's no man that would be afraid of that.
So now I keep a light on so I can see that thumb coming at me.
Sure. And wake up and see who's the one doing this. What else do you have like that? You would like a panic room, huh?
Yeah, I would love a panic room.
This panic room, it had the toilet in it, the water.
Perfect.
Now, in Florida, a lot of people would have that same kind of room, only they would call it a hurricane room, but it would be, have the big concrete and steel and stuff like that. It's basically all it is, a hurricane room.
I remember that company selling those, and they come to your house and would give you a hurricane room, like dropping off a big cinder block that you can walk into.
Yeah. I actually had a house that you could drop the... you could seal up all the windows if a hurricane was coming. You hit this button and all this, it was like almost like aluminum siding came down over this. But, I would think of it, it also come good if the Nazis attack our neighborhood.
Makes you feel like your home is all of a sudden bulletproof.
I did on the instant feedback. Fez, you should stay at the Motel 6 when you travel. They always leave a light on. So that's nice for you.
That is nice. That's the way to go.
I didn't want to ask you, so I knew you flew this morning. How did you do? Are you, still nervous with it, or are you doing better?
I'm doing somewhat better. Yeah. If I could just get through takeoff without wigging out, I'd be fine.
You flipped out today?
Because I can usually, I have trouble staying in my seat, and I just shake like a leaf. And I'm downing bottle after water, and at some point I usually just throw the water into my face. I just hate the takeoff so bad. I've got myself now where maybe 35, 40 minutes into the flight, I can finally calm down and start to feel human again.
We'll start to relax?
Yeah, when I finally get the feeling that, we're safely away.
Right.
45 minutes into the flight, you realize by then, we're probably not going to crash on takeoff.
Right.
So...
Well, don't they say only the first 40 seconds and the last 40 seconds are dangerous?
Well... I know that Rockaway flight was, I think they were up for 2 minutes, weren't they?
Oh, see, I don't know.
So
I never trust that Rockaway flight like nothing happened there.
Oh.
That was a terrorist attack to me.
And today I was fortunate enough to get to sit next to two retarded folk. And I don't just mean idiots. I mean medically diagnosed, mongoloid retarded folk. One had Tourette syndrome. Ronnie, you've flown with me. When someone hits the flight attendant bell, I jump and hit the ceiling because I hate any extra noise that I'm not ready for.
Mm-hmm.
This one's yelling, "Hey, hey, the whole time we're frickin' flying. So I'm thinking he's seen another plane or a missile come at us from out the window. It turned out we're on the JetBlue. He's watching the Cartoon Network. And Fred Flintstone would get hit in the head with a frying pan.
And that would make him...
And he would scream, uh-oh, at the top of his lungs.
Uh-huh.
Which I would just either wet myself or come screaming out of my seat.
You need to fly in a panic room, is what you need to do.
Oh, that would be nice.
Now, if you're sitting there screaming and hitting the ceiling and wetting yourself, I'm sure the retards probably went back and said, we flew next to another retard, only this one couldn't even enjoy cartoons. I mean, they're retarded. They're not afraid, right?
No, they loved it. They loved the flight attendants. Well, everyone loves the flight attendants there. But they fell in love with her. and they were just so excited taking off. Here we go, here we go.
Really?
Yeah. I hope nothing bad happens now, because here we go. And I'm listening to this in my ears as I'm trying to get through the worst part of the flight for me to take off.
I'd feel like with a baby, where you'll go, God's not going to kill a baby or a retard. I'm always looking for the good. I look around for a priest or a nun, a baby. I've never actually flown with a retard. Some of the things you've done.
I was right in the seat next to him.
Yeah. And
I look around and I go, when I see the people waiting to board, I always go, so these are the people I die with.
Here is Craig. Craig, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, guys, how you doing? Big House card holder 3439.
Yeah.
Ronnie, I want to tell you, I totally agreed because I went to see Panic Room with your assessor at Panic Room, but I thought the coolest thing was once they were in the Panic Room, remember in the beginning when the realtor was showing them, they could close that fake wall in front of the Panic Room, so you didn't even know there was a room.
Right, you didn't know there was a Panic Room.
Cool, like Batgirl's apartment on TV.
Yeah, right. It was definitely a Batgirl's apartment type situation.
That was the best part, but I agree with you. The movie was,
Yeah, it was okay. I thought the bad guys were all really good.
No, they were great.
And then one bad guy, he's wearing a mask the whole movie. Now, I never checked to see before. So when his mask came off and I found out that I knew him, I was very impressed.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that was like an extra surprise for me. So if you go to this fest, try not to figure out who's in the mask until you're watching the movie.
I won't even try to guess.
Yeah.
See you guys.
All right.
Thanks for the call, Craig.
All in all, this movie beneath everybody who did it, I thought.
Oh,
I mean, you've seen the movies where the girl's home, taking care of a kid, and the kid's not exactly healthy.
Okay, right.
It's not bad enough that the guys are bigger than you and they have a gun. Then you have a girl wheezing that you're taking care of. And why is it always that? Is there ever a kid that doesn't have a heart problem or diabetic or something that they can't run and get away like everybody else?
Would you please keep your asthma down?
Yeah.
There's robbers.
Hey, Ann, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello, Ann.
Hi, Fez. I wanted to talk to you about your fear of flying because I'm afraid to fly too.
Oh, it's just awful.
So I can empathize. Like you just want to run up and down the aisle screaming on takeoff.
If they would let me do that, I think I would feel a lot better.
Yeah, but you know what? You could take Xanax and vodka before you leave.
Honey, don't think I haven't.
No, it doesn't work.
No, It doesn't work until after I'm off the plane and we've landed safely.
What about
then all of a sudden my knees go out.
What about talking to somebody sitting next to you?
Yes, retarded folk.
Well, usually that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that is kind of rare, I believe.
Who are actually helping themselves to my own bag of chips. That was passed out by the flight attendant.
All right.
Good.
I don't want to make it any worse for you, Fez.
Yes.
But at any time while you're flying, do you see the 9/11 images in your mind? Because I see them a lot anyway.
Right.
I'll be taking a shower and I'll see those shots that we've seen over and over.
Well, I've noticed this. This is something I hadn't seen before. When the pilot and the captain need to use the restroom, and you know how they have that one that's right next to the pilot's door, the flight attendants now move this huge barrier in front of the passengers there. So you can't get around that as the pilot's door is being opened and they're going into the bathroom and back again.
All right, they can't pull off a 2.5-hour flight without taking a dump. Come on, go before you leave, boys.
You would think they could.
If it's a safety issue to keep that door closed, keep it closed. Go 2.5 hours without going to the bathroom, you wimps. Hey, Dave, you're on Run of Fez.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
About 2 months ago, I was flying to Hawaii with a retarded girl 2 seats away from me.
Oh, that's great. That's not like it's a short flight.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she was also on her period and had no problem informing the entire first half of the plane that she was.
I can't think of about a retarded girl in a moon.
And,
more macadamia nuts, please. Thank you.
Wanted to know if she needed to use a tampon at that moment and, all sorts of interesting questions about her anatomy.
I think I'm bleeding!
Uh-oh. Need another pad.
All right, thanks, Dave. Here's Peter. Peter, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Peter.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
The Xanax alone is the way to go.
Please.
You take a Xanax, there is absolutely No pain at all.
What do you got, the thinnest blood alive?
No,
I needed 3 Xanax to drive to my dealer's house.
Yeah.
Xanax is nothing. It's a Tic Tac.
Yeah, exactly. You might as well give me a cert. Count our Xanax, Al.
I'm well nourished, like you guys are.
Why don't you have a glass of wine?
A glass of wine will always calm me down. Ronnie has flown all over the country with me. We have tried everything, legitimate, illegitimate.
I'll say this. I've given Fez enough drugs to drop a rhino, and I know for a fact, because I decided to go, medicine for medicine with him. And the son of a bitch will be slurring, but still scared.
And still shaking in my seat.
And he'll be like, I'm ready to play again, and I'm really loud, and
nothing works. I could get hit with an elephant gun. It ain't gonna bring me down.
Nothing does. Nothing stops that. Nothing stops him from telling total strangers that he's afraid.
Oh, I meet the captain and the pilot every time.
Well, I'm sure they, since 9/11, they're interested in seeing a guy with a beard coming up to talk to him.
I don't have one of those big, long Osama beards.
No, but seriously, if I was going to guess your background, I'd say Middle Eastern.
Why would you guess that?
Or Midwestern. I'm not sure which one it is. But middle is something. So, but seriously, in this, the 21st century, Fezzie, we don't need guys acting like freaking maniacs up there. Just chill out and take it like a man. Scream inside.
Oh, I do. I'm screaming inside, outside, every which way.
But just inside. Because other people are going to be looking at it. And I'm telling you, since that happened, nobody is a real comfortable flyer anymore.
On the flight to Florida, there was this one girl, a teenage girl, she went in the restroom, and her little sister, little girl, comes up and starts banging on the door.
Oh, Jesus.
Saying, I need to go. She knew her sister was in there. I immediately think air rage. I took the little girl's knees out and then sat on her until help came. Just like I knew I would. Unfortunately, the help came for her, which was the odd thing.
You're a hero, Fez. Hey, Rob.
Thank you. Go ahead, Rob.
Yes, I have a good tip for you guys. If you're going to be flying, take lithium. Lithium's the best. I used to take it for anger management, and it just calms you down.
Rob, what were you so angry about?
Oh, the flight, and I just went out to Colorado the other week, and they happened to sit me next to an Arab guy. So I took about 2 of them, and next thing you know, I'm like, he's my best friend.
If I'm sitting next to an Arab guy, I'm giving him 2 lithiums. I've never done lithium in my life. What is the main reason that's for? It's for, the guy from Beautiful Mind would be taking lithium. I think it's that strong. It's to stop you from, stop psychotic people from hearing voices.
From John Nashin.
But I've never heard of anybody, partying with lithium.
Oh, it's the best, man. You guys would love it.
Yeah.
And so you're not angry when you take it?
Not at all. I'm relaxed. I'm mellow. the Arab guy was my best friend.
How bad was your anger when they had to put you on drugs?
Oh, it was bad. I'm in college. I'd be flipping out. My professors were telling me I got a question wrong and stuff, and saying it was their fault.
So you're happy now that you're on drugs?
Absolutely.
I'll tell you this, Fezzie, and it came up not too long ago. Most of the people that we know that come in and out of here and people that we hang around with, I'd say in the 70 percentile range, and I'm not making that figure up, are on some kind of mood-altering drug.
Everybody has a bottle on them.
Yeah.
A little prescription bottle, I mean.
And it's the same situation. It's, it's something to keep them from being depressed or being anxious. Nobody just walks through life anymore without being on some kind of drug.
Well, that's just like this Rob. He gets a question wrong on a test. He needs drugs.
He needs to have his ass whipped is what he needs. I'm serious.
Write him a prescription.
You don't need to take drugs. You need to grow up. All right, thanks a lot. All right, this on the instant feedback. Lithium controls the manic episodes, according to mentalhealth.com. All right, the situation there, Fezzie, is some of these manic depressives, when they're up really high, when they're manic.
Yeah, that's the part I like.
Yeah, well, some of them will take all their money and go shopping with it, or run up their credit cards.
Get way too happy.
Or decide that they're building a sculpture in their backyard. Whatever, and they need lithium to chill them out. But I'll check with Roy on this, so I know I was partying quite a bit. Have you ever heard of anybody using lithium just as a party drug?
No, I've never.
Like we do with most other downs?
Nope. No. I've heard someone had it like for mental reasons.
Right.
And they're like, they asked me if I wanted to try.
Wasn't it a Kurt Cobain song because he was on it or something?
Yes,
that's right.
Yeah. So, but I never knew anybody who would actually do it just to get high. Here's Pixie. Pixie, you're on the Fez. What's your drug of choice? What are you on, Pixie?
I'm on the Zoloft.
All right, now what's the big deal with the Zoloft?
Well, I still suffer from depression. And
what are you so depressed about, honey?
I don't know.
So you just feel sad?
Yeah.
Zoloft is the one that they advertise on TV with like the little Pac-Man character.
Yeah, with the little egghead guy.
Yeah,
I never really saw that. So you take this and then you're Pac-Man?
You're a happier Pac-Man.
Now, a friend of mine, Pixie, a guy on Zoloft, did not have the sexual urges, wasn't getting a lot of wood.
Ew.
And it wasn't like... He just forgot all about it, he told me. He says he stopped even trying. I heard that from a lot of people. Does that happen to women as well, Pix?
Well, I think I used to, think about, sex, way too much. And now it's it's not that I don't care, but it's not a big deal if I don't.
All right, see, Fezzie, she no longer remembers the person she was. Now it's it must have been too much, because now I'm not thinking about it at all. See, I don't want anything to happen with my sexual urges.
Right.
I'm going to keep that the same.
And again, my basis for everything, That Beautiful Mind movie, John Nash had those same problems.
Yeah, right. But, here's the situation. John Nash, he's seeing people coming into his house. That's a problem. But, hey, I feel bad. Maybe you can work on it yourself before you have to take a pill to keep you from getting wood.
Maybe.
Not that I'm sure. Maybe, Pixie, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a shrink or something.
Yeah.
But did you get it from a shrink or a general practitioner?
Practitioner.
See, that's my problem with it as well. I'm saying, okay, if you were on this drug because you're going to a shrink and you're going to therapy and you're working on it and working on getting off the drug, okay. Your doctor says, here, you feel bad, take these pills? That's effing nuts. How does he know? Maybe you should feel bad.
Did he ask you what was going on in your life that had you so depressed, or did you just say, I'm really depressed lately?
Pretty much that.
So he just gives you... Now, how long have you been on it?
Since, June.
And you said you haven't had the sexual urges since then?
Not as much. They're still there, but it's it used to be a lot more.
It used to be what, every day?
Well, I used to want it more, and now I'm just whatever.
Right.
Jeez.
It's not a big deal. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me.
It is to me. I gotta tell you right now, honey, it is to me.
It is a big deal, Pixie, and you don't even realize it.
I need you out there banging like a bunny. I need you banging like a bunny. I'd rather have you depressed than effed. All right, thanks a lot.
Why should we all be depressed?
Here's Rob. Rob, what are you on, big man?
Hey, Rob.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
What you taking?
I actually take Effexor, which is for depression and anxiety. But
I've never even heard of that one.
That's all part of the Zoloft.
No, listen, guys, no. But when I went to the doctor, I expressed concern over the Zoloft and not being able to perform or wanting to.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So he prescribed Effexor, which actually has the opposite effect. And you can perform, you can't finish, which is actually a very good thing. You understand?
So
you can keep going a lot longer. If you're a 10-minute guy, you're going to go 40 minutes.
All right. Now, because of your drug, you don't finish at all?
No, I do finish. It just takes a lot longer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also on Xanax.
Why are you on all this, man?
I don't know. I don't know. I had leading a really good, great life.
Yeah.
Really serious, a really great time.
Sure.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just was crying during the day.
Like
during commercials, just out of nowhere, guys. But you know what I think happened?
I do that.
No, but wait, no. It was just really ridiculous. But I think I was doing so many other drugs a few years ago. I knocked some chemicals out of balance. And so I think the medication I'm taking now, the Effexor, is going to help put those chemicals back in balance, and I'll be fine again. I'm already fine.
Are you seeing a shrink at all?
What? I go to him, but he just gives me the medication. I have no problems in my life. I got nothing to discuss with him.
Yeah.
It's a chemical imbalance, and the Effexor's really been helping me. And it doesn't give you the side effects Zoloft, though, so it's very good.
All right, thank you very much, Rob.
Thanks for taking my call, guys.
All right, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Boy, he sounds like he's...
See, I think it's like me, because I take the Lipitor, which is the cholesterol-lowering medicine.
Yeah.
Because you know me, Ronnie. I'm not going to get out and run. I'm not going to eat oatmeal and take care of my diet. I'm just going to take this pill instead. That lowers my cholesterol.
What's that do for you? It just lowers it?
Yeah.
Or is it like a pill version of oatmeal? Here's Tommy.
Oat pills.
Tommy, you're on Fez.
That would be a Cheerio. Hi, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm on Effexor and a Klonopin, and unlike the other guy, I have lost all sexual feelings.
See, now, if I lose all my sexual feelings, I'm depressed.
Yeah, I know. I'm only 26. It's driving me crazy.
I can't, I don't care what other problems I have in my life. The Super D has to be running, Fezzie, perfectly.
Really? The Super D?
I know. It's like I don't even want to go out in case I meet a woman,
And then you're going to sit there and rub your limp Effexor thing all over. What had you so depressed?
Go
ahead, Tommy.
Tommy, what got you in this point,
Oh, I don't know. It's actually, I'm on it for depression and anxiety.
Yeah.
And I've been on, really bad anxiety for about 6 years. And then I went to a shrink and he prescribed it.
All right, so it took you 6 years before you ever got to one, right?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you go see a psychologist to see if maybe you can start to learn how to deal with some of your panic stuff?
Oh, I did, yeah. I'm going now.
All right, so the point is to finally get you off this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And get the Super D up and working again.
Point.
That's the plan, right?
I'm hoping, yeah.
Because I have one motto in my life, that's Super D, no defects. I like to say that to him.
The Super D.
No defects whatsoever. Thank you very much, my friend. Here's Ryan. Ryan, you're on Fez. How you doing, pal?
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Go ahead, Al.
I was on Effexor. It's the worst.
Yeah.
You think for the first couple of months, oh, this is great. I can last a while, the whole 9 yards. After a while, it's awful. You lose complete interest because it takes so long, it's not even worth doing.
Jeez, see, I can't play those games.
Yeah, you think it's going to be great, and maybe, you can be able, especially if you're real quick, you're like, oh, this is great. And then,
I wouldn't mind getting, Al Dukes on one of these things.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Ronnie, you think Al Dukes is on some antidepressant that's making him no interest in Ice Cream Girl or any other woman?
He's too depressed to be on antidepressants. I wouldn't mind putting him on something.
No, it's definitely not worth it.
All right, NM, the remote producer, says, here's the only way to live. With the motto is, it could always be worse. And that is true.
That's true.
No matter how bad you get it, you can get 10 times worse. I thank you, my friend.
Okay.
877-692-1027.
Billy's right from the doctors can give you some other drug to increase sex urge after other antidepressants take it away. Yeah, that's what I want to be doing. Taking 8 to 10 pills a day, Billy.
Yeah, I'll have a Effexor and a Viagra, please, to go.
Here's Ricky. Hey, Ricky, you're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Ricky.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
10948 here.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What are you on, my man?
I'm on Paxil.
Yeah.
For social anxiety.
Tell me social anxiety.
Well,
what's that like for you?
Well, you're just kind of quiet. You just really don't talk to people.
Yeah, I have that.
You're kind of scared too, and then other things happen to me too. I'm also depressed at times because I feel like I'm alone in the world and all this other stuff.
We're all alone here.
And and plus I'm 16, so that's really kind of bugging, and especially at this time in my life, And
I feel like I have all the same stuff.
And Ricky, you're 16?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Having a tough time talking to girls and sweating when you get in social situations, I thought that was called being 16. Maybe you're fine, my man.
Now, I could talk to girls and all, but the depressive thing and all that, and I never really talked to people before I got on the Paxil.
Yeah, now you're talking to everybody.
See, that's the advertising, Ronnie. You see the commercial, because I've seen this one, where the guy is just, you see everyone asking who wants to go out to lunch, and this person just shies away and pulls a little sandwich out of their desk. They can't stand to be even in that social situation. By the end of the commercial, the guy is making a speech in front of a huge auditorium and receiving awards. So they make people think this pill is just going to turn you into Halle Berry.
Hey, everybody, how we doing? It's fantastic. I'm on Paxil. Nice to see you. Every time
I'm Johnny Paxil.
Every time we get a perfect drug, it never works out. Here's the situation. I say drugs should be to make you feel high, not to make you feel normal. If you feel normal and you want to get high, do a drug, have a drink, smoke a joint. But if the way you are is pretty much the way you are unless you start to work at it. Whether you're working with a shrink or some other reason. You know, you go to a damn Tony Robbins class. Something where you yourself are working things out.
Now,
How can
Ricky,
these drugs work?
Yeah.
Did you ask to go get help, or did your parents drag you there because you're such a lump around the house?
My parents gotta drive me.
Yeah, how would he know? You know, Fezzie, how would you know you had social anxiety unless somebody told you?
You have social anxiety, young man, and you're going to the doctor.
I never even know. I never even knew the thing. You get quiet around chicks. You got social anxiety. All right, thanks, man.
All right,
here's Tammy. Tammy, you're on Around the Fez.
Hello, Tammy.
Hi.
Hey, babe.
You guys are so great. I listen to you all the time.
We really are. I was telling Fez that on our way here today.
He was.
I said we're phenomenal, and nobody gets it. Nobody knows that.
Well, I didn't hear any ladies calling in. I'm on 40 milligrams of Paxil, and I started out at...
Nice.
Thank you. I started out at...
Hi, Tammy, why'd you start taking the Paxil?
Well, I have obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Hot.
As well as depression, but more so for the obsessive-compulsive disorder.
All right, what are you OCD about?
Cleaning... I'm actually cleaning right now while I'm listening to
My
you.
apartment is a mess. Could you could you skip a dosage and come over?
And I started out at 20 milligrams, and it wasn't enough, so they had to raise it to 40. At 20 milligrams, I could still finish, I'm sorry. But it was more difficult. But at 40 milligrams, it's totally impossible. But my main comment is that the medication has improved my life so much that I guess as a woman, I probably have a different viewpoint than a man. Guys don't want to give that up, and I know a lot of guys that have stopped taking medication, even though they desperately need to, because of the sexual side effects. But for me, I'm not going to lie, in the beginning it was so frustrating, but I've come to realize that my mental health is more important than that.
So you've lost, on this Paxil, you've lost your sexual urges? No,
not my urges, but I can't finish.
You can't reach the O.
Right.
Wow.
Unless, and this is a free tip to all the guys out there, that you can take a medication vacation. If you don't take your medication for 2 days, you can finish.
Yeah, but that's now you're starting to have around with your brain chemistry. You're taking it up, and then you're taking it down yourself without your doctor.
Actually, no. I've discussed this with my doctor. The medication, after a while, your blood level, you achieve the medication's in your system. So if you don't take it for 2 days, it doesn't affect anything.
So here's the thing, though, Tammy. Your basic situation is this. You can have sex, but you can't reach nirvana. And I'm saying you this, and that's the owner of the Super D. I'd have to kick your ass to the curb. I can't be with a woman who's not at least a multiple.
Well, I tell you the truth. I've had to fake it a few times with people. Like
you can't curse. I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know what that Paxil drug got you, but you can't curse on the radio.
I apologize.
All right.
Someone write you a prescription for a foul mouth?
I'll put a quarter in the bad word jar.
Okay. Now she's all depressed again.
Listen, you give him a Percocet, 2 Vicodin, and a couple of beers, and the panties drop.
All right, Tammy, so your situation is this. Since Paxil, can't have the O.
Right, unless I don't take it for 2 days.
Well,
which I tell you the honest truth, I hardly ever, only if it happens on accident, like, if I forgot or something, then
you'll finally F again.
Well, I'll F regardless, but it won't, it won't happen. But like I was saying, sometimes I have, in reference to what you said, I have faked it with, with people that, because... Right.
They want you to.
Yeah.
All right, Paxi.
She's riding the Paxi cab.
Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
877-692-1027.
The guy's trying to get her on, Fezzie, and she's wearing a Paxi pad. That's not right. All right. Coming up at 10, we're going to do a big-ass simulcast with Bill Murray and the Murray Brothers.
We're going to start it off with The Sweet Spot, the new Murray Brothers show on Comedy Central. Then the big-ass simulcast switches over to MTV for the Osbournes.
In the next hour, we'll pick 2 people that will come in on Friday and try to win a trip to Los Angeles.
That's all from the Travel Channel. 3-night trip for 2 to Los Angeles. Tickets to Universal Studios. $200 in spending cash, all courtesy of the Travel Channel that invite you to watch your favorite TV show locations on TV Road Trip this Sunday, April 7th at 9 p.m. only on the Travel Channel.
Right back. It's Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW.
I'll be playing the part of Pharrell.
And we're trying to order food in the restaurant. Excuse me, waitress. I'd like...
Pharrell needs some menu right now. Pharrell's got to get a menu. He got to see the appetizers. Maybe a soup of the day. I'll tell you what, what's your entree today? You got any specials going? I need food, 100 miles an hour. Here we go. And don't forget the dessert. I'm taking a chocolate mousse. Maybe we'll do that. And then an espresso, because I need a jack. Go 100 miles an hour.
Sports in the Morning with Pharrell. Tomorrow live at 5:45. 1027 WNEW.
It's no longer even the sports guys, and they're still running that promo.
They're running a promo for the sports guys, and it's Pharrell with Sports in the Morning. What the F?
Take it out. Give it to me.
Take it out right now.
Pull it out. We don't need it to go up.
All right, now the problem's solved, isn't it? Ron and Fez here to tell you about Sam Adams. Major League Baseball season, it is now underway.
It is underway, Fezzie. And only 161 more games to go.
Oh, nice. Baseball, a great American pastime.
The Yanks lose yesterday. I'm like, it's over. Half of them.
Are they mathematically out of it?
Almost. I'm just so furious.
What's the magic number?
Yeah. Well, all I could think of was the last game last year. What, are we going to lose everything now?
Baseball, a great American pastime, and Sam Adams, it's a great tasting American beer. They go hand in hand. Have it ready for baseball season.
Sam Adams. You know what I like to do at my own house?
What's that?
I like to have my Sam there. Then also, like on a TV tray, I have my peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Oh, nice.
So I honestly feel like I'm at the game.
You should install some bleacher seats, something.
No, I like to be comfortable.
Oh, okay.
I like to imagine that there's lazy boys at the stadium.
Oh, that'd be nice. There's no better way to enjoy all the great baseball action this season than with a great tasting better beer, Sam Adams. Grab some Sam Adams for the baseball season and get the party going. Be a better beer drinker. Drink a better beer. Sam Adams. It is America's world-class beer.